Hello everyone, this is GamerDudeK here, and I'll be showing you how my programming in Minecraft contraption works. So, for those of you who haven't seen the video, I'll have an annotation up in the beginning and probably about till now that will show you how it works in my previous video about it. So, just in case you haven't seen that, let's run this quickly, just to show you what it does. So yeah, it just lets you program basic things in Minecraft. Okay, so I'm going to get started here, and hopefully this isn't too confusing. Basically, you get the spawn egg, which lets you run your program by running this command block, which gives you the spawn egg named run program, which will spawn the chicken named run program. Okay, so I'm running the fastest clock in the game right here, so it allows me to update this extremely quickly so that it's not too bad. Okay, so this command block right here, basically whenever it detects a chicken named run program, which if you guys remember, that's the name of our spawn egg, it'll name it nrun program, it'll disable its AI, and it'll make it invincible. And the point of making it invincible is that, well, it won't die when it goes through this. So that's always a good thing. Okay, then we have another command block here. This basically, it's testing at the chicken, or the block below the chicken, if there's a redstone block, which means it's the start, as you can tell. Basically, if it detects that, it comes here, and that's just a blank command block. I don't even know why I have that, but there was probably going to be something there. But basically, it feeds off this way and this way. Going this way, it's basically detecting for 2 blocks below 4 different colors of wool, and that just tells it what direction it should move in. So, for example, if it's magenta wool, it's moving towards -X. So white wool is moving... Oh man, I have to remember this. Well, it doesn't really matter the most. I might put this world up for download if you guys want, so you can always test it out. But just to demonstrate what this will do, just to show you what the different colors do, let's take this to show you which direction they move in. White, so regular wool, it'll move left, for me at least, so that's towards +X. This one, it's going to go towards +Z. This one is going to go towards -X. And then this one is going to go towards -Z. But yeah, fairly simple. As the 4 different types of wool, just state the 4 different directions to move in. So each of these just detects for a different one, and then it sets a variable which tells me which direction the chicken's supposed to move in. Then we set move chicken variable to 1, and we set the chicken, we give it a value called run C, and we set that to 1. So it's basically run the command and move the chicken, and that all happens with a bit of delay. So over here, move chicken. Whenever the score move chicken is within 1 and 1, so it has to be 1, it executes this command, which tests if the direction it's moving in is in between 0, so that's this way. Then this one detects for direction 1, so that's this way, or no, I believe it's this way. Probably getting this all wrong. No, 1 is this way, this is this way, the 3rd one will be this way, the 4th one will be this way. Sorry. But yeah, basically once it detects that, it teleports it whichever direction it needs to, and it sets the success of this command. It removes the success. So essentially that prevents this from still being on if it gets called again, because this only updates whenever move chicken is in between that. So I need to make sure it gets cleared so that it works every time. Then here, this big bulk of command blocks. It's basically resetting all of these command blocks and their success thing so that everything should be reset. Okay. Then it continues on to here, where it constantly loops until move chicken set to 0 and run command gets set back to 1. Okay, so now we have the program end one right here. Basically, it just, if the run command is 1, it's testing if there's stone. So if it detects that, it kills the chicken and sets run C, or it removes run C. So basically I'm just clearing the chicken's variables because I don't want them always remaining there, because that would plug up everything real quickly. And yeah, that's just a simple program end. Okay, now we start getting into a little more difficult of a command. This whole structure is for teleporting. So basically, as always, detects for a lapis block now this time, but it's always if run command is equal to 1. And what this does is this whole chunk of command blocks basically just detects for the different types of wool. So the ones on the bottom means moving positively, the ones on the top means moving negatively. And basically, this section is X, this section is Y, and this section is Z. And basically, it just detects for the wool in different places, because, you know, we have X, Y, Z, and then it just teleports us relative to it, and removes the success, so that it can run multiple times in a row. Then, we have this one, which does the exact same thing, except on the Y scale, and exact same thing except on the Z scale. Now this one, it's just another blank command block. I don't know why I have so many of those. But it basically sets move chicken to 1 and sets the run command to 0. Because then it just gets, it prevents this from being infinitely run, as it's always reset over here. That's basically just the main portion here. So, and then over here, we have all of the speaking. So it's basically detecting for glowstone. And it's another bulky thing like that, but I'm detecting for the different colors of wool, and I just have signs to remind me. And if so, tell the chicken to say whatever I need to say, then we remove the success count. So it's another very simple one. And this is just a not fully functioning command I was working on. But, you know, maybe it'll work one day. But yeah, so it's actually not too difficult to understand how it works once you've been through it once. But it just lets you see how everything gets done here. And how modular and simple it is to work with. So let's just overview this one more time. Fastest clock in the game. This gives you the chicken spawn egg. This detects for that chicken and just sets some basic entity data so we can work with it. This one just detects for the start program and sets the direction which we want to move the chicken in. Then this section here actually moves the chicken by detecting which direction it's supposed to move in, then moving it relative to that and getting it to run the command. Program end basically runs a couple of commands which kill the chicken and remove all of its scoreboard values. TP, you know, teleporting via X, Y, and Z depending where it is. So that one's also very simple. And then we we get it to move, and we clear the run command so it doesn't infinitely loop. Then we have the speaking, or I guess talking type thing. It does the exact same thing here, but it detects for the different type of wool and says a certain thing. So yeah, it also works if you have 2 of these in a row. That took a little bit of thinking to get that to work, because I was having issues with that. I couldn't have this working, say. So let me show you. Works now, so there's not much of an issue. But yeah, it's extremely easy and modular, very simple to expand, and it works pretty simply if you just have basic redstone knowledge. If not, don't worry, because it's taken me some time to learn all of this, but it's just running a bunch of different commands, so it's not too difficult. So be sure to comment for feedback, like if you liked, and subscribe if you want more. Let me know if you want this world, and I might have to put it up for download. So this has been GamerDudeK, and thanks for watching!